Hello, my name is Zell, and I'm here to give you tips on how to best utilize the MAV in Battlefield 3. The MAV, as the description reads off on Battlelog, is a remotely operated micro-air vehicle equipped with a suite of motion sensors and a camera with IRNV, or infrared night vision, capabilities for aerial reconnaissance. It is the fourth unlock for the Recon class, requiring 45,000 points as a Recon. So I recorded a good game session of me utilizing the MAV, so I will use that for this example in this tutorial tips video. Right off the bat, I take the jet. Now, I take the jet, and I do waste the jet as using it only for transportation, but it serves a very noble purpose. You can spawn at your base and then use the MAV and you'll be completely protected, but you can do a very useful job to your team by actually being on a flag and hiding, and therefore constantly providing a way to cap the flag, or at least defend the flag 24/7, and basically accomplish two jobs at the same time. So as you can see right here, I'm heading off in the jet, and I'm going to dive off and jump onto the E flag to start the cap. And while I'm using the MAV, I'm providing resistance at this flag. Now this flag is going to get the most amount of traffic because it's one of the flags near the enemy base. So I'm going to be doing a nice job capping and defending, and at the same time I'm going to be utilizing the MAV. So as I parachute down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here into these bushes where it is a nice little secluded place. You can't really be seen as this brush and bushes cover your location. I'm going to want to find a spot that I can both cap the flag, be inside the range to cap it, and also be able to bring out the MAV. The MAV by default is your 3 key for PC. I don't know what it is for console, but I'll put up an annotation for that. And you'll want to find a nice flat spot to launch it off of. If it's not flat, it'll show up as red and you can't launch it. If it's yellow, then you can launch it from there and begin flying. So as you can see here, I just about have this E flag capped, and sure enough, here comes the enemy. Now before they get here, I'm going to have the flag capped. So while I'm performing the MAV job as I would if I had used it from my spawn point, I'm also able to give this flag some trouble. This entire game, I give this flag capping and defending capabilities. Anytime you're going to be using the MAV and you're playing on a big sized map, there's going to be at least one or two secluded places you can stay and hide while you make use of the MAV. So there's no reason not to get a fast mover at the beginning of the game, find yourself a nice little hidden spot that's also within the capping area, and then start making use of that MAV. I was a little bit scared for my life there, so I was trying to roadkill them. I didn't get anybody, as it is very hard to roadkill with the MAV. It is very hard to get the hit to register. I spot them and I give up, and then I start spotting other targets. You want to position yourself in the action. The targets you want to spot are the ones near your blue guys. So anywhere where you see your blue guys, spot the nearest targets to them. You can easily see the white among the gray and black, so just circle around and spot everywhere. But particularly spot near where your blue targets are. If you don't spot near your blue targets and you spot that sniper way off, they're not going to see the orange triangle. The way spotting in Battlefield 3 works in contrast to Bad Company 2, well, in Bad Company 2, the way it worked is you'd see an orange triangle no matter where you were. It would just show up anywhere on the map. In Battlefield 3, it doesn't work like that. The spotting only works if you can see the target itself. So it works more of an aid rather than that essentially Cham's hacking way it worked in Bad Company 2. So spot the targets near your blue guys, or otherwise you're not really making much use of the MAV. So here's a look at what road killing looks like in Battlefield 3. You just find your target and then you run into them. If you're lucky, it registers. Once again, the registration is a bit shoddy. It doesn't work that well, but then again, you're completely safe a ways away and you're pretty hard to shoot at, so it's a decent balance. Try not to roadkill too often because you cannot spot as well. When you're lower to the ground, you can't see as much. As I said, it's pretty easy to see all these white targets amongst the gray and black that's the map. but when you're close, you obviously can't see as much. So try and stay up in the air so you can perform a spotting job for your team. And road killing, it really isn't that successful anyway, so you're not missing much. Keep road killing towards smaller maps, because smaller maps have a lower ceiling, quote ceiling. That is to say that you can't go very high. So spotting is less of a job on that map, whether you like it or not, and you can road kill on those maps better. I'll put in my description a video that shows me hilariously taking out my clan members and getting some of their reactions. It's worth your view if you haven't seen it already. As you see here, I start to get shot from the base, so I do a spot to alert my allies, and I notice there's a mobile spawn point. So I shoot my thing and I miss. Your left click is a jammer, or fire button for consoles. Essentially what it does is any electronic equipment, which includes mobile spawn points, the TUGs, the EOD bot, and the other MAVs, it will take them out in one hit and jam them. And it also destroys them because, you know, it'd pretty much be useless anyways. Anytime you see these, go ahead and shoot a shot off to destroy it. There's no reason not to. You get unlimited shots of these, and it reloads in 3 seconds. So if you see one, shoot it, and you'll get your nice little nifty 20 points. A little bit of a funny moment here as my ally steps out into the road in front of the car and gets knocked the hell back to this big rock. But moving on, as you can see here, I'm continuing to cap back the flag whenever the enemies leave, thinking, oh, well, we capped the flag. Well, I'm still there. So I'm just reiterating the point that you can make so much use out of your body just laying in a secluded spot on a map, on a flag, while you use the MAV, doing 2 jobs at once and making yourself more useful. And here we see the very good observance of these enemies, as one is down there on the bottom right of the base and one is behind that box just 15 feet away from my body. But you know, they just are so observant that yeah, no, they're not. So as I turn around here later in the game and spot this area over here, not only are there enemies, but a mobile spawn beacon. So I shoot my little jammer thing to take that out, and just notice here in the score feed how much score I'm getting in total. There's a lot of score to be made by spotting, and every single time an enemy kills, your ally kills an enemy, you get 30 points. And after this happens 5 times, you get a surveillance efficiency ribbon, which bags you 200 points each. And after that, you get those 50 times, you get a surveillance medal, which gets you like 20,000 or 40,000 points. So once again, there is a lot of points to be made by just simply driving in the MAV and doing spotting. So my team did lose, but it could be helped. They just had a better team. Right, so making a lot of points and using the MAV, something you should try. So get out there, play Recon, unlock the MAV, and have fun racking up points and helping your team by spotting for them.